Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. This live stream you're gonna see all day. And here on this live stream, you are gonna get a very nice hour of some improvised live looping. Yes. All vocals. Like what you're hearing now, this is all vocals. I'm going to be building up this beat some more. In addition to building up this vocals live looping, in addition to that, we might also do some other things. I might play around with the synthesizer a little bit. We might talk about stuff. Who knows what you're going to get here in this exclusive studio session. It's called Tinker Time. My regulars know what it is. Speaking of my regulars, we have got my Logify. And the man If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome! You made the right decision joining us. We want you here. At this time, my friends, we are in a warm-up phase. We are just hanging out. We are just getting the blood flowing and getting comfortable with this beat and the flow and the way it feels. And here in this warm-up phase, my friends, I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate you. Thank you for being here. Whether you are here with us live in the chat, whether you are here with us live but you are not in the chat, whether you are here with us after the live, you are with us on replay. However it is that you are here with us, thank you for being here. going to celebrate you at this time in this way. I have got my drink. I am going to count to 3 and I'm going to clink. You are invited to join the rest of us as we cheers along and celebrate our togetherfulness. It begins, my friends, on 2. Clank. Cheers, my friends. Oh, that's good. That's fulfilling and refreshing. Dare I use a word such as nourishing? I like it. I love doing this with you. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please share this video. Please leave a comment. Friends, we have got a Tinker stream on our hands. This is really good. Given that this is a Tinker stream, I must. It is what is bluntly expected of me. That's the position I'm in. Since this is a Tinker stream, I'm gonna build up some more percussion. Now that the beat is starting to get built up a little bit with different layers and different directions and essences blending together, this is when it starts to become a potentially good time. And in this case, confirmed good time to just talk about whatever. Such as the fact that I got these blueberries. These like huge, really pushing the limits of their skin blueberries. Very firm. You could take a bite into like half of it, and it looks like a little apple. It looks shaped like an apple. Yep. Also, if you were with us in yesterday's stream, you may recall we were talking about food a lot. Right now there's some, looks like gardening related talk going on. And I say also with us right now we have Warhol. And part of yesterday's content in yesterday's stream included the topic of olives. And I was like, oh man, I like olives. And I was like, oh snap, I might actually go get some olives. I totally went and got some olives. And I have some here. There's one. I have a couple more. Looks like precisely 4 more. Enough to construct a tetrahedron. That's what I generally think when the way it's laid out. It's in a little triangle with one in the center. Milo says we have some nice ambient textures here. I'm glad to hear that's working well. Because that is indeed what I was going for with this. I talked about this a little bit on yesterday's stream as well. That I was inspired to try to do something a little more ambient or drone or whatever. I don't know what the genre is. In yesterday's stream, I don't think it quite got to an ambient, but this one I think does. Regarding channel content, if you heard the channel updates in yesterday's stream, I have only slight updates. It's only been one day. But if you didn't hear the channel updates in yesterday's stream, I'll give you the most up-to-date version right now. And even if you did, I'm still going to give you the most up-to-date version right now. There are two main channel updates right now. Things to be aware of here on Reconsider It's Music Sketchpad. One, new rap song. Two, new channel. The new rap song, I did a little, I guess let me take a step back. If you didn't hear the stuff yesterday, I'm going to give you the recap. The new rap song coming out, it's like my most recent rap songs where it's 16 bars and I put it together in a DAW, and I usually, do this cool arrangement of it. Then I make a music video out of it. New one of those is coming. New rap song. What's it about? Hey, what's the new rap song about? I'm so glad you asked. What's the new rap song about, you say? It's about the idea of taking responsibility, contributing to order, contributing to sustaining. It's about feeling a sense of ownership and responsibility and enabling others, the rest of us, to count on you. The world is not something that just is a given from base reality. This civilized world that you want to live in, it's not just there, it's not just a given. That totally rhymed, and I didn't mean it to. I didn't do it with the intention of rhyming. This civilized world that you want to live in, it's not just there, it's not just a given. That's what I said. I think that's pretty close to what I said, if that's not exactly what I said. Anyway, this civilized world you want to live in, not a given. It's only there because people like you, people like us, choose to be civilized. There's like an impulse side of what you could do. You could follow and chase your impulses and your sort of self-centeredness. And maybe sometimes you do. But the world as a whole, it's there because we keep it together. And this new rap song of mine is about this. This is the context. And we join our hero in the middle of like an intense confrontation of get your act together. You should feel a sense of responsibility and a sense of how you want to leap to protect this treasured treasure. You should feel like that. So anyway, that's what the new rap song is about. It's called Go Team. It's not out yet. The news, the update right now regarding the new rap song, Go Team, is that yesterday I said it's been written and recorded, the lyrics. Lyrics have been written and recorded, and it's currently in a mixing phase. I did like probably something like 15 or so takes, and then I pulled out 4. I'm like, I'm gonna use these takes. These seem pretty good. That's usually how I approach my recording when I record my lyrics, is I'll do a bunch of takes, usually at least about 7 or 8 takes for a given verse or chorus, like a given thing. I always do everything in one take. Sometimes I'll swap out like a certain part if there's a little, blip, or if I mispronounce something, but the rest of it's very solid. Sometimes I'll swap something out from a different take. One of my other 7 or 8 takes, or however many. So I did that this time. I did, I think, 8 takes, or maybe it was 7 one day. And then the next day I did another, like, 5 or 6. Something like that. Or 7, I don't know. 6, I think. So maybe it wasn't quite 15. somewhere between 12 and 739,346,962. So I did the takes, and in yesterday's stream, I said I'm in the middle of mixing it. And by mixing it, I purely mean the, like, balancing the levels with the beat. The beat is one of my looper beats from vocals, which is what all of my stuff is that I've been releasing for, I don't know how many videos, many of my videos. So certainly this one is. I'm taking the loops and bringing them over to the computer and doing some mixing in the DAW, and then I'm putting some lyrics on it. And it's still in the mixing phase. I thought it was mostly good yesterday. I thought I was like, what did I say, 60 to 65%, but heading in a good direction. But I had to make a non-trivial shift, and it's still not totally done. It's probably closer to about 80, maybe 83.17%. Done. So I'm going to keep working on that. Maybe today if I can, if I have time. But once the mixing is done, which should be very soon, then I go into arrangement mode and I make a song out of it. Usually when I'm doing a rap song like this, the arrangements are relatively straightforward, so it means relatively quick. Yesterday I estimated that it would be within about 2 weeks that the rap song is out. That's still the case. I still say it'll be with about 2 weeks or less. So that's coming. You can look forward to the song Go Team. This new rap song, Go Team. That's coming out very soon. Oh, nice. I'm going to the chat, and I see with us right now is the man himself, the man. Corny! Empirism says this is some legit shit. Wow, that's such a big compliment. Empirism has been around for a while, probably over 2 years. That is to say, Empirism and I have been connected on YouTube for probably something like 2 years or so. Empirism himself has been around for way longer than that. If you're not familiar with Empirism, another good channel to check out. He has these like full studio, full of gear. He's doing all sorts of like synth, layering, and then he comes through with these like soaring metal guitars. It's really, really dope. Check out Empirism. Milky says, I'm looking forward to hearing this new rap. I'm looking forward to releasing it. If you like my rap style, you're really gonna like this one. This one is like very strong. There's a lot of energy. It's high energy, high power. I'm looking forward to doing the arrangement and how I can, like, you know, pull energy in and out by dropping things in and out, and having that help emphasize the lyrics or underscore or accompany or even contraimpose. I'm not sure what word I want to say, but somehow, like, not necessarily be complementing the lyrics in a way that's intentional. So we'll see how that goes. And that was just the first of the 2 channel updates from yesterday. Milky says, I like MF Doom. I haven't heard a lot of MF Doom. I know I've heard more than 0, but I don't know that I can even think of a song. I'm very confident I have heard more than 0, but I don't know any. I am not familiar with MF Doom's catalog. There is a small fly flying around. Do you think it has anything to do with all this food that I eat over here? I'm gonna have another olive. Olives are so good. Olive and olive. So as I say, that was just the first channel update. The rap is a little closer. Improved since yesterday. Still more to go. Still on track for, you know, about 2 weeks or less. But then there was the other channel update. I talked about this somewhat extensively in yesterday's stream, and I'm going to briefly recap now. But it is that I don't yet have an action plan for this, but I am actively working toward making a new YouTube channel and Twitch channel. I'm streaming right now both to YouTube and Twitch. So as I say, I'm actively working toward making a new YouTube channel, Twitch channel also, new channel, which will be for non-music content. Within the past 2 weeks or so, I forget exactly what the timeline was, like the past week and a half maybe. One day I had gotten a little under the weather. About a week and a half ago. And I wanted to stream, but I was not in any condition to do looper stuff or do a DAW session. I just wasn't really in the headspace or the physical capability to do it. I was like, what can I do? Can I stream anything? And I was like, oh, actually, you know what? I have been wanting to stream some gaming. I want to do some gaming live streams. And I figured maybe today's the day to do it, because on the same day or the day before, or whatever it was, I just got a Steam account, or I made a Steam account, and I got a few games. And I was like, oh, this is a perfect timing, perfect coincidence. I just got the Steaming account. That'll make it very easy to do streaming of a game. So about a week and a half ago, I did my first gaming live stream. It was for the game Shovel Knight, if you're familiar with that. It was fun as hell. I loved it. And I enjoyed doing the live stream. I wound up doing 4 live streams of Shovel Knight. One of them was 4.5 hours long, which was wild. That's the longest stream I've ever done. But after doing those 4 streams and completing that game, so I completed the game Shovel Knight. After completing that game, I still want to stream games, but this is a music channel. This is like the official artist channel for Reconsider It. Official music releases and stuff like that get pushed here. Which, by the way, if you're not familiar with my releases, you should go check them out. Let's see, can I link directly to that in the chat? Hold on, let me see. There it is, friends. I put it in the chat. In the chat now is a link to my releases, my formal releases, at least as a solo artist. In addition to that, I've also got another playlist of studio releases. And that's on my playlist page. I'm looking for that right now. Oh, here it is. I'm going to paste this in the chat as well. Oh, this is an even better link. I should have just sent you this one. This is even better. Here, I'm going to put this one. Better playlist, a better YouTube playlist. Milky says, what about Bandcamp? You got a Bandcamp? I have a Bandcamp, yes. I have a Bandcamp for myself, a Bandcamp for Conscious Object, my fusion hip-hop duo. I was the rapper, and I worked with a, you might say, like, industrial hip-hop producer. We did our thing, Conscious Object. Or Outside Voices. Outside Voices also has a Bandcamp. Outside Voices was my rap crew. I was one of 6. Our first album had 7 rappers. That was an EP of 6 songs. And then our second album had 6 rappers. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So I was just one of those rappers in that group. Anyway, my Bandcamp, if you would like my Bandcamp, it is linked in my About page on my YouTube page. Or is it called About? Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. I guess it's just like, there is no About. It's just you click more for under the name. Click more. And it says, well, here's way more information, including links. And it includes links to my various Bandcamps. And also reconsiderit.com. You ever visited reconsiderit.com? I am currently in the YouTube chat. I have now pinned the playlist for my studio releases. Both solo releases and conscious objects. So anyway, all this is to say, this channel, this Reconsiderit's Music Sketchpad, here on YouTube and on Twitch, my Reconsiderit music page, it's the official artist page on YouTube. And so my sense is that this is not the place to do other content like gaming if I'm going to do it in any extended way. I did 4 live streams of video games and I determined I like it, and now I'm thinking about making a gaming channel. I also did a couple of live streams, I think about 8, on just a totally different topic, had nothing to do with music. It was about speaking, public speaking, and educating, giving presentations, stuff like that. I did about 8 of those, but I didn't continue doing those. This channel remained the music channel. And so that is my plan at the moment. And the new channel, while it will ostensibly be about gaming on day 1, or at least that's what my content will be as of day 1. I really want the energy to be more of a just hangout. Kind of like what this is growing into. This Tinker Time just hangout experience. Your favorite online hangout. So, I'm getting a clearer vision before I actually launch the channel, the new channel, which will be gaming and more. I'm thinking things through more, planning more. And once I have a clearer vision and I can do things like, pick a schedule, determine the scope of my content, make images for the channel and thumbnails and a slogan, come up with all this stuff. I would like to do whatever I can. I would like to do things well, however I can. It's not in my hands whether I succeed. But what is in my hands is how much I try to do the right thing. And also, the other thing that's in my hands, maybe the main thing that's in my hands, is the understanding that it's not in my hands. as I say, new channel, and it'll be non-music content over there. On day one, most of the content will be just like an outlet for me to game, but it will become more, or at least at this time I intend it to. I see as we're here, Milky says, I'm putting stuff in the chat. My bad. No, that's good. That's a good thing. As I say, the whole point of this, what this is evolving into, this Tinker Time stuff that we're doing right now in this stream here, this has been evolving into and continues to evolve into more of a community type of thing, where you come to the live stream to hang out and you just kind of like the experience, and you're here and you see people you know. Who do you see? Who are the kind of people you see? Well, you see people like the man Apollo Hunter. That's an example of someone who shows up sometimes. So that's the good stuff. You get people coming and going. You get the good, like, hanging out, a virtual bar type of experience. And so it's good. It's good if you're active in the chat. That's what it's for. And also, as I say, that's what I'm envisioning the new channel will be primarily about. Primarily about the hangouts, the live chat, live stream hangouts. It'll be a place for me to do some live stream some gaming. As I did just make a Steam account. I've never had a Steam account before. I've heard of Steam, but I never used Steam. But I just got one about a week and a half ago, and now I got a couple games, and I'm only going to get more games. So this is just going to be me saying, like, all right, I'm going to game, come hang out. When I do make the new channel, I will, of course, not only mention it here on multiple live streams. There'll probably be a period of a couple of weeks where I'm gonna bring it up like every single live stream, multiple times, while it's still new. I'm also gonna post about it in my YouTube posts, and if you're a part of my Discord, that Discord will remain, that will be a single Discord for both channels, for both the music stuff and the community stuff. We'll have gaming to start, and who knows what it'll evolve into. Any kind of other discussion-based content, if I ever make just either opinion content, or my views on something, or my thoughts on something, or a response to something, it'll be on that channel. I don't know for sure that this is the right move to make a second channel rather than just do my gaming and other content here on this channel and let this channel be expanded in scope, and it's, this is about the whole person. Reconsider it. As opposed to keeping it music focused. But as of right now, I believe the right move is going to be to keep this channel music focused and make the new channel for gaming and more. So if you do like the hangout aspect of these streams, you should come join us on the new channel, and I will let you know when it's created. I have a tentative name, which I will not share just yet, but it involves taking my name and carrying it over. And on the flip side, this channel, this music channel, I may do some more cleanup. Once in a while I go through and I hide, or I guess I unlist old videos. usually most of them get unlisted. Most videos that I release, I look back a couple of years later and I'm like, okay, that was the path. And there's only a couple videos that were like, okay, nailed it there, nailed it there, nailed it there. And the others were just, the supporting background music while I waited to nail it once again. And taking, 30 videos to work out some style and some kind of approach and thought process and then nail it after those 30 videos got me there. But only the ones where I nailed it are the ones that stay visible. So I might do some more cleanup. I might do some other kind of optimization. I don't know. I don't have any specific plans like that for this music page, but they might happen. Right now there's some discussion around vegetables. Actually, there's an earlier chat here from MyLogify. It says you'd like Greek and Turkish vegetables. I just had a Turkish chicken lunch the other day from a supposedly traditional Turkish place. It was all right. I had no complaints. How about that? Milo says there's probably more vegetables that you're not tried yet, such as the cow pea. I'm not familiar with the cow pea. At least that name. Maybe I'm familiar with the vegetable, but not the name. Or maybe I'm not familiar with the cow pea altogether. I'm glad you bring up vegetables, because I do need more vegetables in my diet. I was vegetarian for a long time. I ate a vegan diet for something like 13 or 14 years or something like that. 12 or 13 or 14 years. I ate a vegan diet almost exclusively, with like very, very rare exceptions. 1 or 2 exceptions a year, like very, very rare exceptions. I ate a vegan diet for a little less than 15 years. And then on either side of that, I was vegetarian. So for I think about 2 years before I started being vegan, for about 2 years or so I was vegetarian, mostly. With, again, some rare exceptions, but I was pretty much jumping straight into it, so I was mostly vegetarian. And then at the end of it, after I stopped being vegan, Then I started eating some meat here and there, but I was still mostly vegetarian. And then, I started introducing some fish more regularly rather than rare exceptions. So then I was mostly fish and vegetarian, so you could say pescatarian. But within the past couple of years, from here, as I speak right now, in Sunday, August 16th, 2026, past couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, I've begun to eat meat on a more regular basis. Probably not as long as 3. But chicken and turkey, I started to introduce more regularly, maybe I don't know, between 1 and 2 years ago-ish. Maybe more, I'm not sure. And then only within the past year did I start to introduce beef into my diet. I absolutely see a giant difference. It is crystal clear. My body absolutely broke down from not being nourished with animal proteins. That is crystal clear to me at this time. I say it's probably possible, at least for some people, maybe not everyone, but at least for some people, it is possible to eat a diet that is vegan or vegetarian and have your health be very good. And my health overall was very good, but in the long term, over the course of over 20 years, in the long term, there absolutely has been issues with my body and just general baseline strength. And now that I'm introducing meat back into my diet on a regular basis, I would say most days I have some form of meat. I don't eat beef very often. I don't know if it's even once a week, but it might be something close to that. 0 to 2 times a week, I'll have some small amount of beef, and it is very obvious. I feel so much stronger. It's ludicrous. It's completely ludicrous. In retrospect, I would have advised younger me not to do the vegetarian diet or the vegan diet. It's one thing to minimize your meat. You don't need to have beef at every single meal. So maybe reducing it to a good amount, a healthy amount, which is probably the lightest portions of the animal proteins, because beef is so strong and powerful. So I'm down with, leaning hard into vegetables. I think you should. That's probably the best thing that my vegetarian diets taught me, is how to lean really hard into vegetables. And anything that comes from plants or fungus, I guess. The mushroom kingdom. That's also vegetarian. I had somebody fight me once on that, which I was really surprised about and continue to be surprised about to this day. But I was like, yeah, I'm vegan, blah, 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 blah. This was, back when I was in my vegan diet. And I was talking about how I was going to eat some bread or something. And she's like, oh, how could you have this bread? It has yeast in it. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But it doesn't have, for example, butter or milk. That's not in this bread. So I'm going to eat, because of that, it doesn't have animal products. And she's like, yeah, but yeast is an animal. I'm like, it's actually not. It's in the different kingdom. What do they call it? Kingdom of life. I don't know what the phylum. I don't even know what the technical terminology is. But I was like, it's not an animal. It's a fungus. And she's like, but it's alive. And I'm like, true. Plants are alive also. And she just kind of stormed away in a huff. And the conversation never ended. So now we're going to carry that with... The two of us are going to carry that through eternity until we reincarnate at some point and like have to finish that conversation, which is going to be obnoxious. And I wish we just had finished the conversation when we had it. That would have been much easier on everyone involved. Anyway, so eating vegetarian diet absolutely showed me so much, you know, like 15 to 20 years of practical dietary practices on how to just live on plants, you know, plants or mushrooms. And it's not hard, but as I say, I don't know that it's really right, at least for me and maybe some other body types. I don't think it's right for a long-term practice. I think maybe a vegetarian diet could be viewed as like a light diet that you do for periods or stretches, or maybe it's something that you like lean hard into but punctuated with some animal protein. Speaking only for myself, even though I feel I likely represent many others, I don't necessarily claim this to be universal for all humans, but it might be. But I'm not making that claim. I don't know that it is. But it is that I do need animal protein. My body just requires it. I won't be able to be healthy without it. And I'm glad that I've learned this. I'm glad that I've introduced it back into my diet, and I feel so much better. It really was just a night and day difference. I do like to keep it light. As I say, I have beef only once or twice a week or something like that. I don't have it very often. But I do have chicken or turkey. I have those pretty often. Salmon. I like salmon. I'll have tuna, but I think salmon's better. I like salmon a lot, actually. I see there's a lot of chat here for me to get caught up on. We were talking about... I'm glad to be having this discussion, by the way, because when I was vegan, I had a long-term relationship I was in where my girlfriend was also vegan, and she was more hardcore about it than I was. We were both as strictly observant, but for her it was like this huge, like all-encompassing lifestyle, whereas for me it really was just the diet and nothing else. I didn't have any kind of, you know, political this or that. Is purely the food for my own health reasons. So she was a little more gung-ho than I was. But in any case, I forget what point I was making there. Oh, just that like mindful eating was really big in that part of my life. But I'm getting caught up on the chat right now. There's a lot that I wasn't noticing for the past like 10 plus minutes. So I'm just going to see right here what's going on. Milo says you could try some guacamole or mashed peas. My bro, believe me, I know what guacamole is. You know, I was really surprised once. This was probably like 20 years ago. Back when the internet was still in like forums, MySpace existed, and you know, Facebook was not really existing yet, even though technically it probably existed in whatever campus it first started in. But I had, you know, some online friends at that point, some people I hung out with on a regular basis. And one time I was having a conversation with one of them who happened to be from Britain. And I said something about a burrito. And she was like, a burrito? What's a burrito? I'm like, what? I was... I couldn't even believe Even to this day, I'm still very shocked. Like, you don't know what a burrito is? So anyway, here in the United States, we have a lot of Mexican food. That is a very commonplace thing. So I'm very familiar with guacamole, and I like it, by the way. I first discovered avocado when I lived in Sydney, Australia. I briefly lived in Sydney. And some guy I met introduced me to avocado one day. And I was like, this is freaking amazing. And I didn't even know what this was ever. So that was dope. Mashed peas I've had as well. I see Milky says, what about some mashed garlic and olive oil? Garlic is the ultimate food. It is the best singular food. Garlic is just perfect. It is the ideal food. Maybe this will be some of the content on the new channel. Just very food oriented. Because this comes up not infrequently. This whole topic of just food and eating well. This is a common theme. And I'm here for it. I'm down. Like let's talk about food. So maybe the new channel will be like gaming and fooding to start. gaming foodies to start. And then, evolve into whatever it becomes. There might also be music on it too. I would love to do some looping as part of it somehow. That's just not a primary focus. I'm still getting caught up on the chat here. This chat from Milky that I have on the screen right now is from a little over 10 minutes ago. I'm still getting caught up. Milo says, how about an eggplant dish? I am pretty picky about my eggplant. I'm going to be real with you, my guy. I like some eggplant dishes, and I like some eggplant dishes some days, but not other days. There's some baba ganoush that I like, and I like it a lot. There's other baba ganoush that I've had that I do not like. I also sometimes will enjoy some breaded eggplant. You ever had that? Just like straight, just cut slices, fry it, bread it, or bread it and fry it, I should say. Sometimes I'll eat that and be like, this is really amazing and I love it. Other times I'll say, I do not want to eat that at all. So, eggplant I'm sometimes down with. I don't know if I've ever had this one that Milo's saying right here. Imam, what is it? Bayildi? Is that right? Am I pronouncing that right? Imam Bayildi? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I've never heard of that. Maybe I've had it and I don't know the name. I would not have a problem if this conversation started becoming about Mediterranean food again, like it did yesterday. And I'm going to have another olive while we talk about it because, man, these olives are dope. I did get a pretty good jar. I kind of rolled the dice. I wasn't sure what's the best olive, brand. But whatever it was that I got gave me some good olives here. I'm pretty happy with them. Going back to the topic of beef and how often you have it. Milky says, I like to have a steak weekly. I have steak pretty rarely. That's like a twice a year thing that I'll go out to a restaurant, I'll go to a steakhouse. And I've only been doing that for about a year because like I said, it's only been a year that I've had beef back in my life. Or back in my diet, I should say. But when I did first go out and get a steak, I was like, holy shit. I understand why people like this so much. Like for me, I never understood. Every time that I was in some kind of conversation, I met somebody, or it came out in conversation that I was a vegetarian, people be like, "Oh, that's so good. I could never do that." I'm like, "What do you mean that's so good? Like, second of all, what do you mean you could never do that?" And I understand, like, now after being vegetarian for something vaguely resembling 20 years, vegetarian and or vegan, now that I had a steak for the first time within the past year or so, I totally, completely understand why people say things like, "Oh, I could never be vegetarian." I still don't feel that way myself. I think it would be very easy to eat a vegetarian diet, but I get why people don't want to give up steak. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point of steak weekly, but I don't know. Maybe if I need that much protein. At this point, I only have a little bit of beef, as I say, 1 or 2 times a week, maybe. If I don't have that much, but I'm still eating chicken and such, it's still okay. But there is something different. There's something stronger about beef. It gives my muscles, my tissues, it gives them more strength. It's incredible. I'm still kind of in shock to observe it directly over and over myself as I just, include it in my diet or leave it out of my diet. It's very consistent. Milo says, "How about okra?" Now, I'm totally with you on that. Okra is very good. And Milo says over in where I am, it's smaller than in the US, a smaller vegetable. It's not that big here in the US, but I can easily imagine something smaller. It's like the size of my finger, Some people call them lady fingers. They're about the size of one small finger, roughly. But I like okra. Okra is easy to do well. Okra is easy to get it right. Oh, Milky right below, just a couple lines, says that's called ladyfingers. Yeah, see? Milky says, I have to say the statement, which is ultra processed food is killing us. It really, at the very least, it makes us unwell. And that's another thing that's been very clear to me. I have had a long food journey in my life because I've had a lot of illnesses. My regulars know for the past 2 weeks, I've had some pretty crummy sinus problems. Some of that is caused by processed food. And it's taken me a long time through trial and error to realize that. Taken a long time to realize that, what I eat matters. That's what I was learning and discovering when I was eating a vegan diet. It was a very extreme form of only put good stuff in your body. And I'm happy that I did that for about 15 years or so. I programmed that into my history. So as far as I'm concerned, there's a large part of my life that was defined by that, by, healthy eating, self-control, eat for the sake of health, not for the sake of taste or flavor. And that remains with me to this day. I've kind of always, even before I was eating a vegan diet, that's just how I viewed food. I didn't really view food as let me go eat this thing that I like the taste of because it's flavorful or it's really sweet. I mean, I did those things, but it just wasn't my motivation for eating food. So it was very easy for me to just say, no, I got to be healthy, and to just, okay, now I'm going to eat this stuff because I never ate for taste and flavor. I know that's not how everybody feels. That's probably a minority in the population who feel that way. I'm continuing to get through the chat here. Milky brings up bok choy. Is that the same as bok choy? B-O-K? I don't know mycelium. Bok choy. I like bok choy a lot. I like a bok choy stir fry with garlic. That's just really the jam. That's just so good. Oh my goodness, I want some of that right now. We do need to be having more vegetables as a whole, though. I know I personally do, but it would be good to see that out sort of in the culture, in the American culture. Milo says, I'm vegetarian, and for my protein, I eat cheese, oyster mushrooms, chickpeas, beans, tofu, and various sources. Yeah, you can do it. As I said, I was a vegetarian for 15 to 20 years or whatever it was. But I think just for me, maybe this isn't true for everybody. I know it for sure is true for others beside me. But I don't know, this may or may not be true for you. But I absolutely need to have animal protein. There's no substitute for it. Nowadays, there are some pretty dope vegan meats, like the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Burger. Some of those are pretty legit. They're relatively recent. One of them, is it the Impossible Burger? I forget which one it is. But one of them is like lab-grown meat. It actually is meat, but just from plants. I forget which one that is. If that's the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Burger. I forget which one. Milky says, when I say pak choy, that's the same as bok choy. Okay, cool. I'm with it. Milo says that right now, as we speak, he's making a pizza with cheese and mushrooms. I feel like I had a pizza at some point in the past week or so. I forget exactly what. I think it was like the past 3 or 4 days. It might have been Thursday or something. Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. Milo says this stream makes us hungry. I'm with it. That's a cool topic. I mean, everybody can be part of that topic. Sometimes I like to get very philosophical and talk about things that are very, very highfalutin, things that are very lofty, things that are very conceptual and heady. But everybody eats stuff. Everybody has opinions on food. And I'd much rather have a community where, maybe not absolutely all the time, but most of the time, most people feel comfortable sharing. Maybe sometimes you don't share everything. Maybe sometimes you do share more. But most of the time, most people feel comfortable participating. That's the kind of environment I want to make on the new channel. So maybe, I'm actually kind of being serious. Maybe we should have some kind of food-related theme. Because it's popular. I don't know if it's the most common topic that comes up on Tinker Streams, but it definitely comes up recurringly. Milky says, hey, remember SoundClick back in the day? Oh, man. I'm still getting caught up on the chat. I'm about 10 minutes behind right now. Milky says, they make okra nicely at Indian places. I would agree with that. I think that might be where I first discovered okra, was in some Indian dish. As I shared yesterday, Indian is one of my top 3. Thai, Indian, and Mexican. Those are my top 3. cuisines. Milky says smell has a lot to do with your experience. It very much does. My understanding is that smell and taste are the same sense. You just have two different organs for perceiving them. Like, you're perceiving the same phenomena. That's why smell and taste, like, if you smell a strawberry or you taste a strawberry, it's kind of the same thing. It's just perceived through a different organ, but it's still, in some sense, the same, like, chemical phenomena or phenomenon. So my understanding is that smell and taste are the same sense. You just have a couple of different sense organs for apprehending it. Sort of like if you had some kind of intense bass, you could hear it, but you'd also be able to feel it with your hand. You'd feel vibration. It's the same thing, you're just apprehending it through two different sense modalities. Milo says, Nick Destruct is always bringing the good salsa and the gardening. There was some talk earlier about Nick doing a gardening channel, which would be dope. Because Nick has a lot of experience. Nick has like real, not just, started learning it last week, like real in his bones experience as a person who grows food. So I think it'd be dope if he did some content like that. Milo says, how about sweet potatoes? Yeah, definitely. Sweet potatoes can be... it's easy for sweet potatoes to be good. So with this beat, there's been a lot of compliments on this stream today about this beat. I think I know some of what went well. I very, very much want to nail this vibe more. And so I think I have a sense of what went well here to make this work as well as it did. So I may be trying to replicate this or push out the similar success model or formula to other palettes of mine. My regulars know I have 36 different palettes of sounds that I make these beats out of. Speaking of which, if I do in fact spend some time pushing this new formula that I think I have an understanding of what it is, pushing this out to different palettes of mine, there's a chance I might live stream that process. I've been thinking about maybe doing some live stream time of adjusting, the way things sound, adjusting the sound design of what I do with my loopers. We'll see. There's so much going on. Do you also have a lot going on? There's so much going on. Here on the stream today, I didn't even bring out the synth at all. We just did loopers and talking today. I had a fair amount of channel updates. There's a lot going on. And then we had some food-related experiences. Yeah, I agree though with the idea of how this beat, like some nail was hit on the head with this beat. I think I have a sense of what went well. A lot of what I do is random trial and error. In fact, almost all of what I do is random trial and error. So sometimes it takes me like 30 years to figure something out that someone else might have learned in, 5 seconds in a music theory class. Which means that I sometimes take a long time to figure out some things, but it also means that I more organically own everything that I do, and that I often have new spins on things and new takes on things and original this and that and original style and all this, because my approach is random trial and error. Whatever my approach is, my friends, it does get us to a good place eventually, even if through a sometimes circuitous, jagged path, and even if sometimes in a seemingly impossibly short path, we get there. Just like we got there here today. We had the good ambiance, the good chanty-like ambiance. Oh, it's so good. And we also got there with all of the discussion and connecting and talking today. Man. We got to have the mun. That's good. We should be grateful for the mun. Friends, we're going to have a very fulfilling experience right now. We are going to share this closing cheers. It's going to be so good. Grab your drink, my friends. We are going to be so together full. And the closing cheers, it comes so fast. It comes more fastly than the opening cheers. The closing cheers, my friends, it goes a 1, a 2, and clink. Cheers, my friends. Oh man, that is good. I love doing this with you. Please like this video. Forward to seeing you again in the next live stream. My together on a regular basis to do these very excellent community building experiences. And man, it's such a good hangout here on your favorite online hangout. Sometimes it's a Tinker Time experience like today, where we're making some loops and we're bringing us in sometimes and we hang out and talk about stuff. Woo! Other times, my friends, we pack it up and get in the studio. We take all the loops from the loopers, throw them in a mixing session, mix the song. My regulars know we have the weekly scheduled stream, the scheduled weekly stream, every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern U.S. time zone. You can put that in your calendar. And my regulars know that we also do a whole bunch of additional streams throughout the week at different days and times. Enable notifications now so that you can join us for those unscheduled streams, my friends. And until then, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please allow the rest of your day today to bring you all manner of goodness and blessing today. Please become receptive today. Please allow your horizons to be expanded today. Please become more than when you gained awareness today. Please receive miraculous healing today. And I will see you in the next Reconsider Live stream.